The difference between economy and business class on a 10-hour flight from DFW is not just comfort. It is showing up rested, functional, and ready versus landing stiff, sleep-deprived, and spending the first day of your trip recovering. Most people assume business class is either out of reach or a lucky break that happens to someone else. Neither is true. There are specific, repeatable strategies that significantly increase your odds of sitting in a flat bed on your next long-haul flight out of DFW, and most of them cost less than you think. This video covers the full playbook, the cards and status tiers that unlock complimentary upgrades, when and how to request them, which airlines upgrade most generously from DFW, paid upgrade windows and how to time them, and the points redemptions that put you in business class for a fraction of the cash price. We will go route by route, airline by airline, and strategy by strategy. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what levers to pull before your next long-haul flight out of Dallas. Let's start with the most reliable path to an upgrade: status. Status-based complimentary upgrades cost nothing at booking. You earn them through flying. But on international long-haul flights, the rules are significantly tighter than on domestic routes. American Airlines is the anchor carrier at DFW. Advantage Executive Platinum, 150,000 elite qualifying miles per year, gives you complimentary upgrades on American metal across most transatlantic routes. This is not guaranteed, but Executive Platinums clear upgrades significantly more often on routes like DFW to London, DFW to Frankfurt, and DFW to Tokyo. The key variable is load factor, how full the business cabin is. Midweek departures on DFW to Frankfurt and DFW to Amsterdam have historically had more upgrade availability than Friday and Sunday departures. Platinum Pro at 75,000 EQMs gets you on the upgrade list for international routes, but clears much less frequently. Think of it as a backup rather than a reliable strategy for transatlantic routes. The Amex Platinum card does not directly confer upgrade priority, but the 80,000-point welcome offer transferred to Avianca Life Miles at 1-to-1 unlocks one of the best business class redemption rates on Star Alliance metal, which we cover in the next section. For United and Star Alliance upgrades from DFW, United 1K is required to reliably clear international upgrades. For most DFW travelers, primarily flying American, chasing United status in parallel rarely makes sense. One underused strategy: on-world partner upgrades. Cathay Pacific, Japan Airlines, and British Airways all recognize AAdvantage Elite status for upgrades on certain fare classes. If you hold Executive Platinum and are flying Japan Airlines DFW to Tokyo on their code share, it is worth calling AA to check upgrade availability before you fly. Status is the most reliable upgrade path, but not the only one. Paid upgrades, bid upgrades, and points redemptions each have a specific window and logic. Paid upgrade windows. For American, the best pricing on transatlantic routes typically appears 24 to 72 hours before departure, after the airline sees how full the business cabin will be. Check Manage My Trip starting 72 hours out. On DFW to London, paid upgrade offers have ranged from $300 to $800 one way in the past year. A $300 upgrade to a flatbed on a 9-hour flight is exceptional value. Bid upgrades. American, Lufthansa, British Airways, and KLM all run bid upgrade programs. Bid at the lower end of the suggested range for off-peak departures on less full routes and near the midpoint for popular shoulder season routes. Bidding top dollar rarely yields better results. The airlines are filling empty seats, not running a maximum revenue auction. Now the 3 points redemptions worth knowing for business class from DFW. Number 1. Virgin Atlantic Flying Club for ANA Business Class. 88,000 points round trip DFW to Tokyo on ANA. No fuel surcharges. Transfer from Chase or Amex at 1-to-1, one of the best value business class redemptions available anywhere. Number 2. Avianca Life Miles for Star Alliance Business Class.
Lufthansa Business Class DFW to Frankfurt runs around 63,000 life miles one way. Transfer from Amex, Chase, or Citi at 1-to-1. Watch for transfer bonuses. Amex has run 30% bonuses to life miles before, which brings that cost down significantly. Number 3. British Airways Avios for shorter international routes. DFW to Cancun or DFW to Mexico City in business class for 12,500 Avios one way. Earn through the British Airways Visa or transfer from Chase at 1-to-1. For award availability, book 3 to 6 months out. ANA Saver Space on the Virgin Atlantic redemption opens 355 days in advance and fills fast. Set an alert and act when it opens.
The strategies covered so far are all pre-departure. There are also day-of tactics that can get you into a better seat with nothing but a direct ask. The gate agent ask. At DFW, gate agents have discretion on upgrade assignments right up until the door closes. Approach after the initial boarding rush has cleared, not during it. Say specifically, "I am an A Advantage Executive Platinum. I would love to get on the upgrade list if there is availability." If you do not have status, frame it around a specific occasion. "It is my anniversary trip," or "I have a work commitment the morning I land," is more persuasive than a generic request. Gate agents are more likely to help travelers who are polite, specific, and patient. The check-in window. For American, check-in opens 24 hours before departure. This is when upgrade assignments often process for status holders. If you are Executive Platinum or Platinum Pro, check in exactly at the 24-hour mark. Upgrade assignments can post at this window, and delay means missing them. Dress and behavior matter more than people acknowledge. This is not a formal policy, but airline crews and gate agents make discretionary decisions, and presentation affects those decisions. Business casual at minimum on international long-haul flights. If you cannot get into business class, there are still moves on American's international aircraft. On the 777-300ER that flies DFW to London, main cabin extra rows 30 through 33 offer extra legroom. Row 30, the first row directly behind business class, boards early and deplanes fast. The highest ROI combination without chasing Executive Platinum. Chase Sapphire Reserve for transferable ultimate rewards. Virgin Atlantic Flying Club as your primary transfer target for ANA Japan redemptions. Avianca Life Miles for European business class. And checking for 24 to 72-hour paid upgrade windows on every long-haul departure. Check the pinned comment for the full upgrade strategy cheat sheet. Status tiers, card recommendations, points programs, and best redemption rates for each major DFW international route. Next video, the best travel credit card stack for DFW travelers in 2026. Which cards to carry, which ones to drop, and the exact combination that maximizes points on every category of travel spending. Subscribe so you do not miss it.